Hello, I'm Val. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. I got stuff I gotta do. Behind me is Lulu Martin. She's going on 15. We lost her dad a couple weeks ago. And this is Ling Ling Martin. They're going on 15. I'm in Quasqueton, Iowa. I was working on saving animals. I've always saved cats, dogs, whoever might come by. One year I managed to rescue, well, even for a brief amount of time, it was a hot day. I absconded with the Methodist minister's dog in Waukon, Iowa. Didn't have any water, so I contacted the cop shop as I walked home. That was before we had cell phones. I walked by and I said, I'm stealing the Methodist minister's dog. It doesn't have any water. I'm taking it home. I'm and my partner had been trying to get all the kitties fixed and find them homes. I have adult kitties. I have 5 adult cats, adult females, and I'd like them to have homes. I'm keeping my boys and a couple others and the 2 oldest. There aren't any shelters that are taking any cats in Iowa. The Humane Alliance, they had been offering to get cats fixed. It cost me $67 to have Theodore fixed. And then we found out they lost their vet 6 months ago. So there's no one who does it cheap. I'm going to call the Humane Society today to find out. I've heard that there's a fund that assists people so we get our pets fixed. And I want to find out about that. I have kittens that would go to homes faster if they were fixed. I have 10, 11, 5-month-old cats. They're still just babies. And they're all good. They're all beautiful. I have 2 black and whites. Their sister's gray and white, and their brother is long-haired black, like their dad. I had 2 male cats that are waiting to get fixed. We don't want any more kittens. We didn't want any kittens to begin with. I rescued Penny's cats in December 27th. She didn't have any furnace for 2 years. She lived in Owine. And on the 27th, her ceiling, part of the kitchen ceiling, fell in right over the refrigerator. The toilet burst. Well, it didn't burst, but the porcelain cracked. And I thought I was doing a really good thing. I still know I was doing a really good thing. So I took her turtle, and I took her bird, and I took her 9 adult cats. I had 9 cats. I still have 9 cats. The neighbors have been bringing me cats. The landlord brought me cats. brought me 3 cats last year. 3 kittens. 2 black and white, and my little red kittens. Chester, I didn't know if I'd keep him or not. He had such a sinus infection, his eye was pure pus. My Mr. Black, who passed away of old age, would get this infection in his tail, and he'd itch and lick and lick and lick and would lose all his hair. Sometimes he would look like a chicken with a cat head. Sounds comical, but it wasn't to him and it wasn't to me. But my son is an antibiotic and it sterilizes him for a while. And it stops him from licking himself, and his hair will grow back in. And so I used it on my baby Chester, my little red grandson of Pete's cat. And Chester lived. My Chester's a year old. He's beautiful. He was found alone in a building. Some female cats suck at being mothers just like humans. People will go, well, animals are better mothers than cats than humans, but they're not. Some are good, some are bad. I have the best mama cat in the world, Sadie, and she's never been a mama. She wanted to be a mama cat so bad that her milk came down, and she nurses kitties. She nurses 5-month-old kittens. She nurses the 5 that I have that are 4 weeks old. Nope, that's not right. 2 months old, sorry. It's still early. I've been up since 6. And so I have to get going. I have a million things to do, plus I have to go to town to get food. And I have to bother Pete, have him loan me $20 so that I can get a bag of kitty food. Because Penny can't help until the end of the week when she gets paid. So I go to the kitchen and feed the kitties. I fed them about 3 in the morning. I was having a hot pocket feeling. I don't have any hot pockets, but I had 2 beef pot pies in the freezer. So I went to the kitchen and made a pot pie at 3 in the morning and put out some kitty food and came back. I'm 65, but this is my home. And if I want to have a pot pie at 3 in the morning, I'll be damned if I have one, I'm having one. They've lowered the price at Walmart from $1.18 to $1 for a pot pie. And I know it's not as fancy as Marie Callender, but I was raised on banquet pot pies. Mom and Dad go out, we get banquet pot pies. Ellen would always put in a chunk of ice. I never liked food that was watered down. She always thought they were too hot. You blow on them and you eat them. I had to do a load of wash. I have a tooth up here that when the dentist pulled all my teeth, my upper teeth, so I could have a plate. He left a chunk in that tooth. I said, why aren't you taking an x-ray? Dentists, when I grew up, would always do their job, and then they'd take an x-ray to make sure they got all the teeth out. Not anymore. So I have a tooth that a sliver of this tooth up here is sticking itself out. Can't find a dentist with my insurance that will extract that tooth. And so I worry about my upper plate. I have one tooth that looks like a ghost tooth. This one here. If they tell you you can't eat sunflower seeds with dentures, believe them. You can have steak and you can have apples, but you can't eat sunflower seeds in shells. I think I cracked my tooth. You live and you learn. And I have to call an attorney this morning. So I have a lot of things to do. But my oldest kitties are hungry. So I have to go. I have to hit the potty first. Iowa, out there, if you're a senior citizen or 65 like I am, and someone stands in your yard and browbeats you, browbeating is bullying. I've never liked bullying. No one should. I bet I've saved, in my lifetime, at least 700 cats and dogs. They're all well fed. Look at Ling here. She's 15. She's still beautiful. Still beautiful kitty. Still a beautiful girl. She's still a beautiful girl. Yes. There should be someone who can help elderly or people who are 65. I don't think of myself as elderly. Hell's bells, Cher is 77. We have lived different lives, but I'm younger than she is. No one has the right to tell me I can't have pets. I don't think of them as pets. They're family. My own family suck. You will never find a cat or a dog or a horse or a cow or an elephant who knows you, who will lie about you, stab you in the back. They'll always be faithful, always be dependable. And when you go potty, everybody goes. Well, I usually get visited at least by Frances. She's all white. She'll make a perfect cat for anybody as long as you don't have a vent. Or you have vents and you throw something that smells good in all of them. Because she seems to think that the vent on the way to the kitchen is for doing her business in. I have no idea how she got that thought. I have the old crock pot. Oh, look, Dude is making his appearance. Hi, dude. Dude. Auntie Val can't see. Auntie Val can only see the top of Lulu and the top of her own head. Can you sit your butt down? His tail never stays down. I have my hand on it. His tail is always whoop, 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 whoop. This is my baby. This is my baby. Dude is my baby. Anyway, if you want a cat, if you're looking for a kitty, you can't have Dude, but I have beautiful kitties. We're trying to find homes for them, and they need to be loved, and we want them to be inside. You might think that the perfect place for a cat is on a farm. It isn't. The mortality rate of a farm would make you sick. Well, I gotta go. I can't sit here and hold beautiful kitties. We all have a call. I'm an empath. What I do best is care. And wear crappy Dollar Tree glasses because the ones that cost $700 ride in the car. They were never set right, and they slide off my head. You have a blessed day and a safe week and a great life.